Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the OET, that is Occupational English Test, and in this video I will try my best to cover each and everything about the OET, like from starting what is OET and to the end how you can pass your OET in the first attempt. So in this video we are going to discuss about the many things, actually the things including what is OET and what is the eligibility to give this OET, and which countries accept the OET, like you can give the OET and go in the foreign countries and continue your work in the foreign countries, and which professionals can give the OET. It's not only for the doctors or for the nurse, it is also for many other professions. So we will also discuss about that, and what is the fees and duration and requirements of giving this OET, and when and where you can give this OET in the Pakistan, and what type of exam it is, and how to prepare this exam, and what are the resources, and what is the from where you can get the data about preparing the OET, and what are the things you should know about the exam day, and what was my experience about giving this OET. So let's start from the what is OET. What is OET? It is basically an English assessment test, which is occupational English test that assess your four abilities of the English, four skills of the English, that includes reading, writing, speaking and listening. And these four skills are assessed by a company in the Australia that conducts this OET test, and almost 12 professionals, like there are 12 professionals that can give this OET exam, and you can work in the abroad in the English countries after giving this exam. And that 12 professionals which I am talking about includes not only the doctors, not only the nurses, but also other 10 professionals, which include the dentist, the occupational therapist, the optometrist, the physiotherapist, dietitian, the pharmacist, the podiatrist, the radiographist, radiologist, the veterinary science specialist and the speech pathologist. So these are the 12 professionals that can give the OET and go abroad in the English countries and work there as their profession. And which countries accept the OET? If we talk about which countries accept, there are almost 16 countries that are accepting the OET, and you can go there after just giving this OET. Some of these countries require some additional tests, like if we talk about the UK, you have to give some PLAB exam after giving the OET, and if you want to work in the UK after giving if you are a doctor. And but if we talk about the Ireland, that only need the OET. You can just give the OET and go there and work as a doctor. So every professional had different requirements for the every country. So if you are from any other professional, like from other profession from the doctor, you have to go and check the site of the OET. So what are the requirements for that country if you want to continue your career in that country after giving the OET? So these were the professionals which can give the OET, and these were the countries which can accept this OET exam. Almost at this time there are 46 countries that are conducting this OET exam, and a lot of people are giving this exam and going abroad to work in the English countries. And if we talk about the fee and duration and requirements of this test, if you are a student, you can give the OET, and if you are a doctor, absolutely you can give the OET. You are a nurse, you can give the OET. You should be the registered one. Either you are a doctor, you are a nurse, you are a dentist, you should be registered with some council before giving this OET. And the fees, if we talk about the fees of this test, this include the 587 Australian dollar, that is almost 87,000 Pakistani rupees. And duration which is required to prepare this test is almost 1 to 2 months. We cannot give the exact time period for preparation of this test, because everyone has different abilities, different things to pick up during these four skills of the English. So it varies among the people. So on average, if we talk about, it includes 1 to 2 months for the preparation of this test. So when and where is conducting this test in the Pakistan? This test is conducted 2 times a month. Like you can give this test 2 times a month in Pakistan, in Lahore, in Islamabad and in Karachi. This is being conducted in the 3 cities of the Pakistan 2 times a month. And if we talk about what type of exam it is, this is basically 2 type of exam. You can also give this exam on the computer online, and you can give also on the written. I have given the written exam, and I have a good experience of that exam. I don't know exactly about the computer exam, but if you really want to give that computer exam, you can go on their site, the occupational English test on the Google, and you can get details about the computer test also. So if we talk about how to prepare this test, which was the main objective of making this video, there are four parts of this occupational English test, as I told you earlier, and that includes the reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So let's start from the listening. This is one of the difficult part for some persons who don't understand the English easily. So there are three parts of this listening part A, B, and C. There is an audio playing behind you, and they give you some hand freeze, some device, so that you can hear the audio. And after hearing the audio, and meanwhile hearing the audio, you have to answer the questions in front of you in a page. So there will be some MCQs, there will be some empty spaces, like some fill in the blanks. You have to read the question paper simultaneously along with listening the audio, and you have to answer that question paper in front of you after listening the conversation which is being played in your ears from the audio. So this is the listening part. And how you can improve your listening: you can listen some podcast of UK based, some Australian based, and American based English. That will help to improve your listening if you don't have a good listening power in the English. If you are a good movie watcher of these English movies, you can also understand that English easily. But if you have some difficulty, you can listen some podcast, as I told you. I will also give the link of that podcast in the description. You can also see that, and you can also practice by listening different parts, listening different sample tests on the official site of the occupational English test. When you Google this website, you will see there are lot of sample tests. You can also listen that, and I will also provide the link of a drive. After opening that drive, you can also get a lot of data about the listening, not only the listening but also the other parts. So there would be a lot of data about the complete OET preparation. About if you are a doctor, you will open the medicine. If you are a nurse, you will open the nursing part. So there would be a lot of data to sorry, there would be a lot of data to prepare this occupational English test, including the listening. You can open that drive also and get that data and practice this material at home to prepare this OET exam. So as I told you, this contains the three parts, A, B, and C. And in these three parts, there would be some audio played, and you have to answer the question in front of you. And you can prepare this test at home by practicing this multiple times, and this takes almost 45 minutes to complete this segment of the exam. And if we talk about the reading part also contain similarly the three parts A, B, and same. This is also almost 50 to 60 minutes part of the exam, and you have to read the phrase, read the story, read the anything in front of you, the paragraph given, and you have to pick up the answer and answer them in the filling the blanks, in the MCQs, in the things given below. So there would be a paragraph given like this, and you have to read this paragraph and pick up the answer and fill the blanks below, or choose the correct answer given below. So sometimes it is also a difficult part, because there are a lot 1 to 2 pages paragraph which you have to read almost everything, and you have to answer the questions. So it also need a lot of practice. So the drive I mentioned earlier, you can open that drive and get some reading material and practice at home about the reading. So you should be well prepared before giving this test, and you should be well prepared for this reading part and also the listening part after practicing a lot at home. And the third part, if we talk about the writing part consists of a single letter which you have to write, and the letter contain different types of letter, like it can be a discharge letter, it can be a referral letter, it can be different kind of letter. And there are almost 50 letters which are usually used in the OET, and that 50 letters are also present in the drive data I will share in the description. And you can also get that PDF download in your mobile, in your laptop, and practice that letters at your home. That includes some of the structure of the letter, that some of the grammar. That is not someone highly qualified English. That is a simple English, simple rules and simple English. As simple you remain, you will get this writing segment also pass after following the rules given in that letters. And you just need to check your letter yourself, and if you are some confused, you can also check get that letters checked by some seniors, some the person who have given the OET, or some specialists. There are some specialists present who prepare, who give you some academy for this OET. I also joined this academy. I will mention in the end during my experience how I passed my OET in first experience. But the thing is that you need the practice for all the segments, and when you join academy or not. So if we talk about the last part, that is the speaking part. In this part, there is a patient and a doctor. You are playing the role of a doctor, and the person in front of you is playing the role of a patient. And it is just like a role play. And there are two segments of this speaking part. There are two questions in this speaking part. Like one paper is given to the patient, that the question the patient need to ask to you being a doctor, and one paper is given to you, that is the doctor performer, and you have to read that question from that performer. And that is just like a scenario that a patient is coming with you with the cough, with the fever, and what you will diagnosis, what you will the prognosis, what you will tell the patient. Like that kind of performer will be given to you, and some of the question will be given to the patient, and that will be a simple conversation between the doctor and the patient. And you just your voice, your tone, your speaking ability, your communication skill, your fluency, these things are assessed in this speaking part. There is no video recording of this part, but there is an audio recording that is sent to the Australia to assess by the examiners after you have completed this speaking part. So you should be well practiced about the speaking part, although it is very difficult if we are doing our practice in the Punjabi accent, the Urdu accent, but if we have to talk to the patient in the English accent, so it would be difficult. But after so much practice, you can do it easily. And if you find a partner for this practice, it would be a very good idea. But if you don't have any partner to practice, you can use a mirror and speak to yourself in the mirror. But to getting a practice partner for this speaking part is the best idea about the preparation, because the partner should be the person who has the OET before you. So he or she would be serious about the preparation, and you should be also serious about the preparation. So on the whole, these things only need 1 to 2 months on my behalf. If I talk about my preparation, I also took almost 2 months to prepare this OET exam, and I practiced this exam with my friends, with 1 or 2 friends. And after preparing this exam in the last month, I was not so much confident about my preparation about the OET. So I just thought to join academy, and I just went to a British education center which is located near the Kalma Chowk in Lahore. And it is a very good academy run by the Sir Harish Shakur and Sir Roshan Shakur, and they are very good mentors and very good teachers. They find your mistakes, they give a very good feedback, and they also take some 2 mock tests weekly, and on daily basis they also focus on their weekend pass and make you help you in improving your skills in all the 4 parts. So if you want to join academy, you can also join if you're not confident about that. They also check your letters, they also take some mocks weekly, so it helps to improve your the preparations. So I only took 9 to 10 classes of the academy because of my house job. I prepared this exam during my house job in the last rotation, so it was difficult for me to get some time to prepare for this test, but I managed to get some time, and alhamdulillah I managed to pass this exam in the first attempt. So the most important thing you need to pass this exam is the practice, and practice with a serious partner, and that give you a good feedback and listen to you properly and answer your questions properly seriously. And what are the things you need on the exam day? On the exam day, you just need the booking detail, the booking email of the OET, your that file you receive after booking the OET, and your ID card. So if we talk about what is the passing marks, there are different passing marks for each different professions. For example, if we talk about the doctors, and to get induction in the UK to appear in the lab, You need to get 350 marks out of 500 marks. Each category, each skill of this exam like reading, speaking, writing, listening contain 500 marks, and you need to get 350 marks, that is equal to B grade in each segment to appear in the player one. So if you want to appear in any other exam, if you want to go in any other country, you need to check their website and check the criteria to clear this OET exam. This is just one example I have given for the player for the UK route. If we talk about the resources from where you should prepare this OET, the one source I told you earlier is the Occupational English Test. It is an official website of the OET. You can go on the Google and search it, and you will get the sample letters for each and every segment. It is a very good start actually. The speaking, the listening, the writing, the reading, every 4 segments have been given the sample, the proper sample like that come in the exam. And if you want to know about the basics of these 4 segments, there is a very good YouTube channel that I recommend everyone, that is E2 OET, and that is by the J, and that is a very good person and tells you about the basics and how to prepare all these 4 segments on the YouTube, and about and tell you about everything about the exam. There's also some other channels you can also go there, like the official OET and the OET online. These are also channels present on the YouTube that also give you some help regarding the OET preparation. I don't have the experience of using them. I just use the sites which I mentioned, the Occupational English Test on the Google. There are sample given on the Google, and also there is a YouTube channel I told you, the E2 OET, which I have used, and I have joined the academy which I mentioned earlier, the British Education Center. That is also a very good academy to join to prepare for this exam. And any other thing that is confusing you regarding this exam, you can ask in the comment section, and I will try my best to help you out regarding this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.